since we've moved in, we've kind of just kept the walls a bit simple and put like little bits of artwork up here and there. But our goal has always been to find a wall to do one of those like art gallery staggered vibes. So we figured out this wall behind us is the perfect one to transform. Everyone just wants to be a part of this today, don't they? All the boys. And we could put up a little picture of your head on the wall. Let's get stuck into it. So over the past day, I have measured this wall and I'm going to try and utilize the two like hooks we already have there, so we don't have to like patch up any holes or drill too many new ones. Here we've got all these old frames that we've had like laying around for the past few weeks, months, however long. We've gathered them from thrift shops, or like if people just throw stuff on the side of the road. And then I took a picture of the space, plotted it out in Illustrator to scale on the wall to figure out kind of like a layout. And then throughout that process, that kind of helped me figure out the gaps that we needed to fill, so what new frames we need to get. And now we're kind of into the next stage where we're retrieving the bits and figuring it out from there. So today's goal is we're going to go to Bunnings, get those extra frames that we need to fill in the gaps, also screws, things like that we need to then put it up on the wall. And then also we're going to get some paint and some paper, I guess, because there's a few just like simple pieces that I want to put on there that are just minimal fillers, and I feel like we can do that ourselves. Now, I'm excited to see how this wall turns out. The little mock-up looked really fun, and I feel like this is going to add a more dynamic feel to this space, so hopefully it does, because otherwise we'll just have a bunch of holes and screws in the wall. Good morning, it is the next day. The wall is bare and ready to fill up with some art. We have moved all of the chairs and it's a very open, fun space now. All the supplies we got. This morning's goal is we are going to create the artwork pieces, and then we will come back and start mapping out the hooks and stuff to put on here. Very exciting. Look at these two.
I need a coffee.
Roscoe's ready.
Gonna be all pretty artworks up there. I don't know.
We got like a khaki green, a beige and a black, just because I feel like that goes with our house and I want to keep it nice and cohesive. But I have just gone on Pinterest and like Instagram and stuff and found a bit of like a mood board of the things we want to create. We've got a print coming from an artist, which I don't think is going to arrive in time, so I'm just going to put a placeholder up for that. A couple of Darcy's film pictures already that we're going to put back up there, and then the rest of the pieces we're going to do a bit of abstract minimal art. Obviously just using all of these as like a base of inspiration and then making it a bit more original and our own, so that we're not just stealing people's designs.
Oh no.
Or like that.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, looks like a nostril. I'm about to do a big line. No, I'm about to do a big squiggle on this one and it's really stressing me out. I didn't mean it like that. I think we need one more A4 one, and that could potentially be it. The mid-craft chaos. We're a little bit over painting and I kind of want to step away from that minimal style that we've done. So to break it up, I thought I could go through this pile of magazines and see if there's any like artwork or stuff in there that we could put in one of those little frames. The New South Wales map.
Alan Crafts, the old perspective.
A cool place to be, and then like maybe I could paint over a bit of text or like paint over this picture. Cute quote. Still got to fit the color scheme. beyond obsessed. Like every time I've walked past it in the past couple of days, I'm like, that's ours. We've still got this little space to fill in. Thinking maybe a mirror or something here. And then up here as well, the spacing ended up being a little bit large. So kind of thinking maybe instead of a frame, like a little bit of like sculptural art, 3D, I don't know, something different. See like a little clamshell or object there. Wait, if I try like hold these in place. Yeah, that makes sense. The print for this one is still coming in the mail. That is just a random piece for now. My phone ended up filling up with storage and my camera ended up dying. So in the crucial hours of just wanting to get it done, I couldn't be bothered recharging stuff or making space. So I only got a few snippets of us actually putting the frames up there. But what did we do? I'll talk you through a little bit of that in case, I don't know, you want details. Obviously we had it mapped out already where I wanted the frames. We'd figured out the sizes, we got all that. And then we laid it down on the floor just to double check how it's gonna all map out. We kind of started on one side and worked our way across, and Darcy and I would just work together. One of us would hold it in place where we want it to be, and we'd pop a bit of tape on one edge onto the wall, and same with the top. And then once we'd figured out like from the side edge and the top edge how far the hook is on the back of the frame, we'd then pop a dot there, drill in place. Because we've got rendered / brick walls, we needed to, well not needed to, but it helps to put like one of those little wall plugs in. I think it just helps prevent the wall from crumbling and for the nail to just sit in there securely. I think so. It probably says on the back of the pack, but that's my take on it. Where are they actually? Let me show you. It's our little leftover jar of stuff we've been using. These are the little wall plugs. A masonry drill bit for the type of wall that we have. Any frames that didn't have backings, we could add like a little hook onto. Obviously you could use like any screw or nail in a wall and it should be good to hang a frame. I assume so. I'm not a very tradey technical person, so could be wrong, but we got these. I'm just putting the front of my hand because it's cleaner than the front, you know? Anyway, so see how like it's a regular screw down the bottom and then it has this like stopping point, so that's what stops at the wall. And then that little extra bit there is the bit where the hook of the frame sits onto. They have worked well. One just falls off the wall as I say that. I'm genuinely so stoked with how it's come together. I think over time we might experiment with like the art pieces we put in there. You know, eventually I'd love to do a bit more of like a bolder version of this, of like a few color pops. But I feel like this is a good safe starter option, and then we can start to get a bit more experimental as time goes on. You sit on the couch and you see that now, and once we get our kitchen all redone, it's just gonna flow so well. I hope you enjoyed watching this all come to life. It was so fun doing something around the home and like getting a bit creative. Hope you have a lovely day wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in the upcoming videos.